I don't know, from your perspective now, this is on the leadership perspective, where do you see the corporate sector really playing the role, especially in the financial sector? Because sometimes these are, people might think, these guys have nothing to do with, climate and all those kind of things.
Yes.
Where do you see it on a leadership perspective? Do you see it playing that vital role?
Absolutely. When we launched the Safaricom SDG report, there were 4 financial institutions there. Together, among these 4 financial institutions, we did their climate-based financing, and we did a deal that was announced publicly as well. I think this is one area where, as corporate leaders, we collaborate. There is a lot of partnership. I sit on the board of the UN Global Compact, and in that board as well, a number of corporate leaders are on that board, and we work together on the SDGs and how we drive them forward. This is also an area where it's not just about financial institutions, it's across the corporates. Some of the partners I can mention, I've mentioned Safaricom. We do a lot with Sasini and other corporate clients as well. And I think there is a lot of room for partnership between the corporate sector, but also between the private sector and the public sector. And this is where the current initiatives by the government on this issue of environment becomes a big platform on which we can all participate.
Very true. Allow me to move now back to the customer again, because one of the things that we cannot close our eyes to is what has happened in the banking sector, where CBK has made their pronouncement just the other day. And speaking to the CEO of Kenya Bank Association, he said definitely customers are going to see adjustments happening. You are one of the people who is holding the customers by hand, and I know you have made your adjustments as well. How is the reception like, and what are you seeing in the offing?
I think first of all, I want to start by saying that when I look at the macro environment and the challenges that we faced in the prior year, the partnership and the work that we've done with the CBK has been exemplary. I think under Dr. Thuge and Dr. Susan Koech, the engagement and the partnership with the financial sector has been excellent. A number of initiatives have been put in place throughout the year, both in the interest rate environment as well as the FX environment. They are also managing inflation, which, as you know, has come down from higher than 9% back into the target range. And all these factors are related, and it's part of what is happening in the global and regional macro environment. I think for us as a banking sector, it is to ensure that we are working with our customers through this period. And as I said, there are a number of measures that we take to ensure that not everything gets passed on to the customer. We ensure we are working with partners. We ensure we are managing the risk in a way that we can price appropriately, and in a way that we ensure our customers can move through this cycle and ensure that their businesses continue to succeed. So challenging, but it's very much under control, and it's something that we continue partnering with our customers.
Absolutely. We are moving to 2024. A lot of uncertainties for especially customers, corporate customers, even just retail ones, everybody. I don't know what is in your perspective looking at 2024 and focused. Of course, you can be informed by your data back in the years. So what are you looking at?
I think when I look at the conversations we've had in this year, going back to events such as the Africa Climate Summit, the various investor forums that have been held, the positive news that keeps coming out of the IMF, the World Bank, in terms of their support for Kenya. What I see as I look forward is, yes, there is likely to be a year or two of a challenging environment, but at the same time, improvement in certain areas and certain sectors. And for us as a banking sector, It's about identifying those areas and ensuring that we are supporting customers through this period.
Yeah.
The level of innovation, for example, in the digital space continues at pace. The outlook for GDP and GDP growth for Kenya is still positive. But in the areas of challenge, ensuring that we are engaging our customers and we are working through this period with our customers is a key priority for us.
Okay.
So when I look forward, I see some opportunities, areas where we can work together with our customers in a number of sectors to drive growth and continue the agenda, and some areas where we need to manage risk and ensure that we are working, in partnership with our customers through this period of time. Okay. So it's a mixed picture.
Okay. Finally, speaking about risk that you've mentioned, that one of the things that we have seen is just advancement of technology, and as a result, there's a lot of digital lenders. I mean, Central Bank came out the other day, and we were surprised to hear the ones that are already being regulated and the ones that are not. And it was quite a concern, and I thought, how is the banking sector reacting to this? Because if we have such people out there who are not regulated, it definitely has an effect on the finance ecosystem. I don't know what's your purview or what's your point on that to just ensure that we are operating well and customers are not being put at risk, even from these digital lenders that we have. You also have your product there out there. So I don't know, what would be your comments on that?
I think for us, it is important that we continue to drive financial inclusion, and the more Kenyans are included in the formal banking sector, in the regulated banking sector, the better it is for the overall economy. Secondly, as an institution in Absa, treating customers fairly is something that is critical and very important for us. And in all the products that we put out there, all the solutions that we put out there, TCF, treating customer fairly, is something that is a key tick box that we have to deal with. And as we expand, as we do more business with SMEs, with micro businesses, with the youth segment, and as other banks do the same, the more financial inclusion we have, the less the risk of customers being exposed to predatory, lenders out there.
Absolutely.
Who essentially do not educate or support their customers. So we believe in education, we believe in awareness, we believe in inclusion, and we also believe in ensuring that customers are treated fairly. And this is something that I know personally that is very critical for the CBK as well, and it's something that the central bank, through all the engagements with the industry, has been driving very, very hard.
Finally, in your report, especially the one that touched on all banking sectors, there was a noticeable increase in customer preferences towards human interactions. Coming from the COVID time when there was a lot of just digital transactions, it seems like customers want to feel, I don't know, what's your observations in your branches, and are you observing the same thing?
Yes, there is never 100% digital, 100%. It's a combination. It depends on the product or the service. Some of them require a lot more human interaction. There are financial products that require advice and conversation, like the one we are having right now. And there are products where the customer can self-serve and do it on their digital, on their devices. And I think that hybrid is what the future is. Whether you're looking at the work environment, whether you're looking at the way customers the banks deal with customers, it's going to be a mixed picture, and both will continue to be there. Even as we advance digital, the human connection and the human interaction will still be very, very important.
Very true, very true. I want to give you a final word to your customers and viewers. This is a festive holiday season. Just give them a final word.
I want to wish everybody happy holidays. Absa is here for you. We're here to support you and to work with you. And really, I wish all your viewers, all our customers out there, all our stakeholders, happy holidays, happy new year, and a blessed season.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir, for your time.
Asante sana.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
There you have it. Speaking as it is, TCF, I like it, treating customers fairly, and Absa is promising to keep doing that as well. Thank you so much for your time right here. Enjoy your holidays. As has been said, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and of course, keep safe. Let's meet at 2024, which is quite optimistic. Bye-bye.